are doing well. Today we are going to talk about our process. Each of us are going to say our numbers, the institution, the grade, and the important aspect of our practice. For example, the practice that I carried out was in the Cine program of the UNAT. The tutor who supervises my process is called Christian Gonzalez, and this is by cycles. I correspond to cycle 6 and the group 20, which is made of 5 students who are in adults, and everything is handled virtual with synchronous and asynchronous encounters. Now tell us, Javier.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, my institution is Tauramena Meta School. This institution is located in Yopal Casanare and municipal de Tauramena. My activity or my practice was virtual because for the time moment pandemic. This activity was interesting because this interacted the student for the teacher was appropriate. Thank you.
Okay, tell us, Jessica.
Good morning. The contextualization of my place, the educational institution in which I'm doing the internship is Institución Educativa Santa Bárbara. The degree managed by the teacher with whom I'm doing in the preschool grade and first. In this institution, they are handling guides in times of pandemic and send jobs via WhatsApp. Does not handle conference. The teacher of the institution is called Olga. The institution is located in the department of Boyacá in the municipality of San Pablo de Burgos.
Okay, tell us, Jeanette.
Hello, um, is the teacher Marie. He is teacher of the institution técnico de Alberto Ferro Peña of the series Chiquinquirá. My student of the practical is from the 8th grade. The practical is very short because I not the opportunity for contact for her because I know access of internet.
Okay, very good. Now we are to solve some questions. The first is, did you perceive that the teacher planned every class, or he or she rather improvised in the sessions? Is that planning or improvisation successful or not? Explain why. Okay, in my case, it was noticeable that the teacher planned the classes because he did very playful and that they were organized in the certain time. In addition, there was always a pre-knowledge activity, the startup activity, a development activity, a closing activity, in an evaluation activity, which what were the exercises were usually left to develop. Okay, Javier, tell us.
Okay. Um, Fair question. I could notice that a teacher is doing both as things, some activities you plan, other activities you improvise, because in the first one it is just support material, in the second it was just a confusion example. The teacher used examples different at the material class, at the other activities. The teacher, I see the confusion at the students.
Okay, thank you. Jessica.
Okay. The teacher successfully planned the assignments and grades corresponding to each class and sent them to her students by the means they use so that they sent her the results of what they did, and when they had questions, they sent her messages or calls to which she responded. Sometimes when it comes to interact with a student, she improvises.
Okay, Jessica. Jeanette, answer the question.
Okay, my teacher reviewed the topics she was going to guide the organism for guide for each topic. Um, he does no planning because your time is very short. And in general, the teacher improves with your activity.
Okay, thank you. The second question is, what pedagogical skills do you stand out the English teacher? Okay, in this case of the teacher Christian, I emphasize that he has many ethical, that he is strict, and he is very organized. He use activities where all the students participate actively, and he is also very punctual. No more. Javier, your microphone, Javier. I don't listen to you.
Okay, okay, yeah. I can see that the teacher just use communication skills. Who are the use interpretation? Each student you understand every activity. Sometimes they participate according to ideas.
Okay. Jessica, please.
Okay. Her responsibility and dedication to the students, she is aware that she must train them in the best way. Signs the grades that she handles, which are preschool and first, are a fundamental basis of her future life.
Okay. Tell us, Jeanette.
She tries to tell me activities were of interest to the student. Um, really, the teacher doesn't do many activities. most of the students don't have access to internet because you living in the rural zone.
Okay, companions. The third question is, what were the general attitudes of students towards the English class, their teacher and mates? Why do you think that happens? Okay, in my case, students are usually afraid to participate. They do not want to make mistakes, and it is a complicated process. I think that happens maybe because students get used to traditional classes where they cannot make mistakes. Um, Also, because after leaving classes of this in the past, and they are afraid of English. You, Javier.
Okay, the student uses the different aptitudes according to the moment of the class. At the behind the hour, very active, a unity reaches teacher, education, ID the class or the disinterest, the indiscipline, the use must unlikely happen because the teacher must motivate his your orientation more. That is to say, organ on more playful class. Thank you.
Okay. Jessica.
According to the videos and photos that the students send to the teacher, they look very excited, and that due to the pandemic, few have dropped out of the study because of the material that the teacher has for them, which is motivating.
Okay, very good. Jeanette.
Okay. And I sincerely the students of the grades in the his institutions. Most of the students are very disinterested in the learning the language. There are very few well, participation on the activities. Perhaps the methods to the teacher uses are not there interesting for the students, and others many not want to learn in English for the reason, and the student I don't consider it non your attention no is important for the class because for her no is interested in because is routinary and the class.
Okay. The next question is, uh, do you consider students learn thanks to those teacher skills? Why or why not? In my case, I consider that I learned a lot from the teacher because he showed the skills to work in virtual way. He advised us and gave us tips to learn from this process are very well. Javier, why do you think?
If I should be the teacher just good skills, then deals I use in their academic process. Thank you.
Okay, Jessica.
Yes, I consider that when it comes to being in person, students learn a lot with the skills of this teacher. She is an experienced person who seeks to support students and provide them with her knowledge.
Okay, Jeanette, what do you think?
In my class, I can't comment more science. I that opportunity to interaction with the team. I only had contact with the teacher because they only develop guides and set products of the event. I not have contact and to the student.
Okay. The other question is the fifth. Um, will you change anything in teachers' attitudes? What and why? Okay, I think that I will not change anything about the teacher's attitude. Only that he will try to make more synchronized meeting to help the students to more participatory. No more. Is the excellent teacher. Okay, Javier.
Are you chasing the A for orienting GX class? Is viewed a little more recursive, use the supporting material, use this Yichi and achieve very reserved and as teacher.
Okay. Jeanette, tell us, please.
Actually, the teacher cares a lot about her students. She knows that the cures she handles are the basis of her life. That is why insist on giving them the best of herself.
Okay, and Jeanette.
Okay, in my class is I think the teacher is some excellent person and excellent professional. I think the fact that she was more strict because is the teacher is very attentive and person, and I consider that she is very permissive. For this reason, the students are not so interested in the class. For you is very attentive. In the student are not preoccupation and for um, interesting to the class on a new concept. I nothing.
I know, Jeanette. Yes, this is a big problem. Okay. Um, in the case that the students are not very fluent in English, why do you think that happens? I think that this happens because students do not have much approach to the language because it scares them and because they do not practice it. They only do it to complete academic, no more. And tell us, Javier.
Okay. The student do not speak very well because the teacher has not demanded that they do so regularly. In the other hand, the young people have idea that this is not important in their lives. No more.
Okay, thank you. Continue, Jessica.
Students at the time of class, they are interested in obtaining this knowledge, but then when they get home, they do not have contact with the language again. And likewise, when they say different different subjects, they lose the thread of that knowledge.
Okay, Jeanette, tell us, please.
Different pronunciation. Only activities are not taken into account. Main focus is on create, guide, and having the listening very short. Writing, reading, and listening is very short. Long, big problem for the students. Are you pronunciation is very short. Your interest is very in the moment the class is very little. The, the student is interest because pronunciation is
Okay. Uh, the final question, partners. Which skills that the teachers encourage the more in students, writing, speaking, listening, or reading? Why do you think he or she focus mostly in that or those skills and not in all of them? Okay, the teacher focus in ever skills, but is more focused on writing, on speaking too, because he does more activities that they granted these two skills because he wants to students to improve in this part because I already identified those shortcomings in them. Okay,
The teacher is more concerned about the student reading and writing because she is on training the four state test and the senior year. No more.
Jessica, please.
The skills on which she comments that she focused the most when she is in presence with her students is listening and speaking, as well as seeing, identifying with figures, image, and others. But she implements them all by always being in contact and interacting with the students. She is a very teacher active and interested in her students, in addition to teaching them very well each topic. Thank you.
Okay. And Alexa, please.
okay. I the teacher is organized to activities. It is like reading and read. No more. I think it's because the boys are already used to this routine, and they are is not interested in the for waiting to learn. And I for new kind of like is the problem. I'm no more.
Okay, guys. To finish, let's remember our numbers. Okay. I am Luisa Alejandra Torres Flautero.
Okay, I am Ginny Alexandra Pavon.
Okay. I am César Javier Quevedo Díaz.
I am Jessica Paula Rojas Hernández.
Okay, partners, and we are finished our session. Thank you very much. See
Happy
you.
day. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.